If you're new, welcome to my channel. My name is Chelsea. Sometimes I upload little hair tutorials that are a little bit out of the ordinary. I have 4C tailbone length hair currently. My strands are fine, mostly low to normal porosity, even though I don't really pay much attention to that, and high density. So if you're looking for something similar, or if you're looking for 4C hair tutorials that are similar to your hair, but don't focus so much on altering 4C hair or making it something it's not, I'm probably your person. Hi, nice to meet you. Today I'm doing a quick hair tutorial, basically trying to embody the spirit of New Year and January and new beginnings, and trying to give a sort of just holiday renewing feeling. And to be really straightforward, I'm just gonna play with my hair today. And yeah. If you like it, you can try it out, let me know how it goes. And if you like this video, you could like it or subscribe. Yeah, so let's start. Okay, so we're starting with the middle part that goes all the way through to the back. And we also have some things here that I'm gonna put in my hair. I'm not a person with a ton of money, so I use what I have. I mostly like to do my hair with dried flowers, paper. I like making little hair ornaments out of paper, and bobby pins or whatever I have lying. So if you want to do a fancy hairstyle, but like you have a low income or just not a lot of money, or you don't want to spend such money, that's fine. You don't have to buy expensive things to look nice. That's totally fine if you do sometimes, but it's not necessary. It's okay. So what we're gonna start with is we're gonna part out. If you've done a Dutch braid or a twist up with 4C, each of those sections is gonna be distinct, and we want that. That's totally fine and good. So those parts that you would naturally have from doing your twists, separate out the two front parts around the middle part. And then don't worry about combing through your hair or fluffing your hair. We're going to keep this in a way that minimizes breakage simply by not over manipulating it. So hairstyles that basically work with the template that you've already set up, so that to get you to your next wash day with the minimal amount of breakage, you don't have to separate and like toy with your hair way too much. So I'm separating out that. I'm separating out the most sensitive part of my hair, which is the corners here. So on me, it looks like this, and then we're just gonna get that last corner there. So we're leaving out, I suppose, what would be your bangs, and then the rest is gonna go sort of back. These parts, like sort of your part up to your crown, you're gonna take this, pick up the hair, let's say from right behind your ear, this front part right here. You're going to roll the hair in your hands while you pick it up, like this. So up and roll, up and roll. Make sure you really actually see that. Pick up and roll back, up and roll back. And you're gonna go back and far enough here so that you can bring it right here towards the outer crown of your hair, and let what you've picked up sort of cascade down in the back. So I'm going to try to turn around and show you that. Hopefully you can see it. But I didn't do it perfectly the first time, and if you didn't, that's totally okay. Just gonna do it until it feels right and it's nice and neat. just gonna get this out of my way. Right, let's try that. Pick up to this area here and roll back. So that's one turn. And then behind the ear, pick up and roll back. And now you're gonna roll once more, depending on the size of your head. Make sure all those parts are hanging down where you are so that you can secure it. This underside, do half a roll and stick it down here near your crown. And now we're gonna pin it. I prefer to use my bobby pins stretched out so that I don't experience more breakage. I didn't come up with this. A lot of people do this, but I find that it really works. So I'm just going to pin that in place. Use as many pins as you need because if you have high density hair, it is a lot of hair to hold in place once you've rolled it. So I'm going to start with 3 and keep pinning until it feels secure. And making sure those pins are overlapping. Stretching the pins out, besides helping to prevent some breakage, will also just make it easier for you to remove those pins when you're done without taking your hair with it or ripping it out. So now we're going to do this again on this side. So we're starting the roll from this middle part here, and then we're going to bring the rest of the hair up as it goes. Start here, roll back, away from your face. Pick up behind the ear, roll back, away from your face. Make sure everything is falling okay. And then roll back. Once more. Take that half roll, just like the other side, and pin. It's okay if it takes a couple times to get this, or if your hair is doing something funky like mine is right now. I don't mind, and no one's gonna notice. Just do what you can and try not to break your hair. It's not worth it to break your hair in favor of a style. I've been trying a lot of styles where I'm working with the texture of my hair, I'm working with what my hair likes to do, and it likes to be in these sort of chunks and sort of stay in the way that it's dried inside of the twist or the braids or whatever I've done to shape my hair longer or elongate it, if you will. So now we've got like a nice cascade in the back, and then the lower part is still down, so it's like a half up kind of situation. And now we have those parts that we left here. So when you look at the hair, it should form like a little crown at the top of your head, like a little rim. And one of the things I like to do to hide the fact that there's a middle part going all the way through is just take that top section loosely, take your pin and weave it with your scalp and some of the hair, but do it close to the scalp so that you're not pinning the hair down from the back. The hair will just look like it's floating there naturally. Yeah, and now we're gonna take out the front part. Just make sure that's sort of separated. And we've got these parts to play with. Oh, gotta shove here. So this part of my hair is puffy like this because this part I had hair loss, so it's growing back out. So what I want to do is take that and do the same thing I did here. You don't have to do this if you don't have like hair loss right here, but I do it because I do. Take that and roll it down and then just use one pin, an open one, and just pin it in place so it goes. And we're good. Okay. And then just decide which way you want these lower pieces that are hanging down to go. You can leave them all down like this, but if you have like rather thick, long bangs, you might want to see. So, I like to twist it slightly away from my face to give it more texture. So it has this kind of motion. And then what I'm going to do is tuck it right on the underside of that roll. You could do the same thing on this side. I'll show you a couple of different options of doing this. So you could tuck it on the underside of the roll or somewhere up in the hair. And so you have this. Or, if you want to, you can create sort of the Hollywood wave shape that you want with pins and not so much curlers. So pick the hair up, sit it where you would like it to go, and pin that first wave into place. Let's see. And then twist a little bit, bend forward, bend back, pin that wave where you'd like it to go. It's good if you put the pins in the underside of the hair, so not starting here, start here, back here. Here we go. Can you tell that I'm nervous? I feel like when I start trying to take things seriously, that's when I get the most nervous, because like any reasonable person, I'm a little bit afraid of failing, especially when I really want something to work out for me, because I don't like being disappointed, especially not with myself, but it's fine. Whether it works out or it doesn't, it's fine. And it's okay to be a little bit nervous. This is weirdly my New Year's resolution, to make more YouTube videos. You could let me know in the comments if you want about yours. I'm happy to talk to you. We're all basically the same anyway, just trying to get through another year, making plans and trying to be good to ourselves and make changes. So this section that I left down here, I'm going to take up and stick it behind. And the end of this, I also just tuck directly into the hair. So I'm just gonna twirl this one a little bit and then bring it up and stick it in and behind that roll. And with 4C hair, my hair will hold these in place regardless. But if you have a looser texture or looser hair type, just use a pin. It's alright. So now what we have is this. This is really absurdly fast and easy. And then when we get closer to the end, I'll show you the back. But now we're gonna add our little hair accessories. So I'm looking down here because I have them on the floor in a box lid. But here they are. I made these little origami cranes out of chocolate foil. I ate some of the most delicious chocolate ever, and that's the Mocha Origins chocolate. And it comes with like this nice little silver and gold foil. So in order for it not to rip, I lined the entire back of it with packing tape and cut it into little squares and then made these guys. If you want to be normal about it, you can buy origami cranes. You can make them out of normal paper. You can buy foil designated for origami folding. So I have both a silver and a gold one. And what I've done is I've just started sewing thread up through them. A fun fact about me is I really like doing origami. I think it's therapeutic. I find a lot of peace in doing exceedingly tedious things because I think my brain just likes repetitive motions, which is why I'm so fond of mini twist and all sorts of other things like that. So what I'm going to do is take this and take the pin and face the pin downwards so that it doesn't slip out back near the nape of my hair. And if I don't like where it's sitting, I'm just going to throw it behind this loop here and that it could dangle freely. When you put it sort of in your upper nape area, it looks kind of like extra earrings. But you can put them anywhere you want, really, and that'll be fine too. One of the challenges I find that I have with making videos is that they could be a bit too long, so that's something I'll be working on this year, making it shorter. And while I'm a sensitive little being, tell me if there are any things that you think would improve my videos that I could do, because I'm a complete newbie and I have to come to this with a lot of humility because I don't know what I'm doing. I know what I'm doing with my hair, but I don't know what I'm doing when it comes to making videos, and that's fine. I saw a quote somewhere that you have to do it stupid, so I'm gonna do it stupid. I don't know what I'm doing, so I'll figure it out along the way. We're gonna do the same thing on the other side, but I want to place this crane a little bit higher. Then just move it around so it's happy and flying free. So we have two. I'm just really happy that you can do that with chocolate wrappers. That just makes me happy. Okay, in this little crown area where the rolls are, you're gonna go in the front of them. And I make Froebel stars. So there's lots of tutorials online on how to make this. These are made out of 1/4-inch paper strips. And I got like nice ones from Etsy that are kind of reinforced so that it's not so easy to tear when you do them. These are also fiddly and tedious to make, but it's really cheap to make these and really fun. You can also find them under German paper Christmas stars. So if you're looking for these pre-made or how to make them, it's Froebel stars or German paper Christmas stars. And what I read is that the design of these are named after the person who originated kindergartens, which I think is just very cute and sweet. So, I haven't really seen anybody else wearing these in their hair, but I really like paper crafty hair accessories. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put these stars in my hair like this. So I have 6 of them. 6. And I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3. And I'm going to adjust them so that they face forward. And just do that. My main goal for the channel, since I want to take it seriously, is first to help people with hair like mine, because growing up I heard all of the silly things like my hair is bad because of texture, I don't have good hair, isn't everybody tired of that? Or that 4C hair is the worst hair when I finally learned out what textured hair I had. And that, why don't you do something with it? Why don't you oil your scalp? Why don't you just, I don't know, go to the sun and lay claim to it? And then when it got long, people started doing this ridiculous thing of going, oh wow, you have good hair. And it's just like, oh, so it's good to you now that I love it and take care of it, even though you hate it? Well, that's silly. Imagine if you had encouraged me to love and take care of it sooner. Imagine if I had known that my hair was worth loving sooner. Imagine what I could do, or how soon I would have been there, and how many tears I would have saved if I had known there was nothing wrong with me to begin with. And it would have been nice if I had somebody with my exact hair texture to say that to me, because I watched a lot of natural hair videos, and like, 2013 and 2014. And it really helped me to see ladies doing the big chop and like taking care of themselves and embracing themselves. But it was still really hard to find somebody that looked like me with hair like mine. And so in the beginning, I thought the only way to have nice hair was to have hair like the people with the looser textures, which is not true. And then as I get older, and now that I really love my hair, I really do, I have no hatred towards it whatsoever. I see a lot of younger girls and even boys saying, everybody in between, that, oh, my 4C hair could never. And, well, I'm so ashamed that I was born like this, or I was born wrong. You weren't born wrong. You were just told the wrong things. You're literally perfect. So maybe I could fill a little bit of the void, because there's a lot more people now making 4C hair videos, but for people of any age that want to see themselves represented in somebody with long hair, or have somebody tell them a little bit of the truth surrounding hair science and like just being actually honest, so that you have somebody who you can trust that isn't trying to sell you snake oil, it'd be pretty cool to be that person. And it'd be great if I could change a lot of things in my own life because of it, but also if nothing comes of it, maybe one person will love themselves a little bit more, and that's worth it. So now I have dried baby's breath in my hair. I inserted that sort of towards the back of the rolls. If you want to get dried baby's breath, literally just take yourself to the supermarket, buy baby's breath for $5, hang it upside down on some twine and dry it. It'll be done in, I think, 2 weeks. And then use it all year. Reuse it. It's a really nice, cheap hair accessory. And I know some people don't like baby's breath, but I really do. I think it smells nice. I think it looks delicate and pretty. Yeah. The other thing that we're going to add to our hair is probably just a little bit childish, but oh, I messed up my lighting. I literally have a silk scarf on top of a ring light. So the next thing we're gonna put in our hair, because we're like really just doing what we want today, are paper snowflakes. And these are fairly small ones, but not super tiny. And you can just make them yourself. You're putting a pin, hairpin, through the paper snowflake, wherever you find a little part that's divided. And we're gonna, you see how there's a ridge outside and there's a ridge inside? We're gonna take that and we're gonna stick it on the inside ridge. And it'll sit up against the ridge instead of falling flat. You can put them wherever you want until you feel like they look right and less like paper snowflakes. It's surprising how there's so many hair accessories that look like snowflakes and none of them are just, I made this on my floor like I'm in kindergarten. That's fine. It's crazy how expensive things are getting, and you can have fun and be whimsical and make yourself feel like Black Elsa with very little. And I like that. That one's getting kind of covered up by the baby's breath, so I'm going to move it a little higher. Okay. I've got 2 more. I don't know if I'll use 2 more, or 3 more. What are people's things? Oh no, is this the plight of losing everything like that? The eternal human struggle? It's under my knee. This video I'm filming like in the evening, so I don't know if the lighting is still alright or if the lighting has changed throughout, but figure that out when I watch it back. So that's 2. I want one over here. But this one I'm not going to put inside the bowl, I'm going to put outside of the bowl. Right on the edge of it. It's just good, silly fun. A break from the chaos of the world. Nothing, literally nothing, is stopping you from putting some paper snowflakes in your hair, and you know what? You're probably gonna look damn good. So, go for it. Excuse me. I used a bathroom. So, doing what goes here or somewhere else. I want this one to look a bit more subtle, so maybe I'll lay it a little bit flatter. Yeah, okay. That's basically it. That's the tutorial. And I'm gonna move the light so it doesn't look like that. Wow. I'm finding out how hard it is to hide goofiness when you do videos, but also, you know what? I am kind of goofy. And I don't know who my people are, but I'm sure I'll find my people that like my flavor of goofy and silliness and whimsy. So, there's little crane guy. Let me just take this off so he can flap around to his heart's content. If you see that, that's you in the corner there. I still don't have a tripod or anything, so that's my best setup. But you're currently balanced on an ink bottle and a bunch of books and a clear plastic cube. So this is what we have so far. And by so far I mean it all, because this is the end of the video, really. And I'll try to insert a better clip of what it looks like, I suppose, in my bathroom, because the lighting's a bit better and I can show you more even though it's unaesthetic. So, this video is still very long. I'm going to keep working on that. Thank you for watching. If you want to see more videos, please give it a like and a subscribe if you want to. I'd be really grateful if you did. And thanks for watching this far into the video. So, yeah. I wish you a happy new year. I wish you love. I wish you love for yourself. And I wish you really cool hairstyles for the month and for the year. Okay. Bye. Thanks for watching.